What does the future hold for star wide receiver Davante Adams? Could we see him leaving the Raiders and joining forces with Aaron Rodgers in New York? As rumors continue to swirl, NFL insiders are buzzing with excitement. But there's more to this story than just a potential blockbuster trade. Garrett Wilson, the current wide receiver one for the Jets, has shared his thoughts on the matter, igniting even more speculation. Is this the move the Jets need to shake off their offensive struggles? Will the Raiders demand a high price for Adams? Stick with me as we unravel this developing story. And before we dive in, remember to subscribe to the channel, leave a like, and join the conversation in the comments. Your opinion matters, Raider Nation. Could the Raiders be on the brink of a major roster shakeup? This is the question every Raiders fan, and quite frankly, most NFL followers are asking as rumors heat up around the potential trade of superstar wide receiver Davante Adams. The prospect of Adams joining the New York Jets has sparked considerable intrigue, especially with current Jets wide receiver Garrett Wilson expressing his support for the move. The Raiders, in turn, find themselves at a crossroads. Should they capitalize on this opportunity to secure valuable draft picks or hold on to their cornerstone player? This isn't just about Adams moving teams. It's a tale of two franchises looking for answers. For the Raiders, it's about recalibrating their future, while for the Jets, it's a quest to breathe life into a struggling offense. It's a high-stakes story where the decisions made in the coming days could shape the fortunes of both teams for years to come. Raider Nation, I'm about to break down every angle of this developing situation, so make sure you're locked in. As always, if you're as invested in Raiders news as I am, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Let's dig deeper into this bombshell, because this story is far from over. It all started with whispers in NFL circles. Speculation began to rise when reports suggested that Davante Adams, the Raiders' star wide receiver, might be considering a change of scenery. Adams, who was pivotal in the Raiders' offense, has been linked with none other than the New York Jets, a team desperately searching for offensive firepower. But what sparked these rumors? Could it really be true? According to insiders, Adams' dissatisfaction with the current state of the Raiders' performance has played a key role. As the team struggles to find consistency on the field, many believe Adams may be eyeing a reunion with his former quarterback, Aaron Rodgers, who is now leading the Jets. The chemistry between Adams and Rodgers was undeniable during their time together in Green Bay, and this potential reunion could reignite the dynamic playmaker that both teams need. However, rumors are just that, rumors. Until a deal is made, nothing is set in stone. What we do know is that the Jets are in need of a playmaker. With their offense ranked near the bottom in yards and points per game, adding Adams could provide the spark they've been missing. But the question remains, what would the Raiders want in return for such a valuable player? One of the most intriguing twists in this story comes from Garrett Wilson, the Jets' standout wide receiver. When asked about the possibility of Adams joining the team, Wilson didn't shy away from expressing his enthusiasm. "That would be cool, man," Wilson said. "If we can get him here, I always say if someone can help us win, let's do it." Wilson's comment adds fuel to the fire, signaling that there may be more to these trade rumors than meets the eye. Wilson's support for a potential Adams acquisition highlights the Jets' willingness to explore all options in their pursuit of a stronger offense. Despite being the Jets' #1 receiver, Wilson's numbers this season have fallen short of expectations. With only 20 receptions for 191 yards and a single touchdown, Wilson has struggled to shine in a team that has yet to find its rhythm. Bringing in a player like Adams would not only give Wilson the support he needs, but also dramatically alter the landscape of the Jets' offense. The prospect of pairing Wilson with Adams is tantalizing for Jets fans. But what does it mean for the Raiders? For the Raiders, the potential departure of Davante Adams presents a significant dilemma. On one hand, they have a star player who could demand a hefty price in return, potentially securing the draft picks necessary to rebuild other areas of the team. On the other hand, Adams is a game changer, a receiver who can tilt the scales in favor of any team he plays for. Is this a player the Raiders can afford to lose? Las Vegas is reportedly seeking a significant return for Adams, with insiders suggesting that any trade would likely involve at least a second-round pick. But even that might not be enough to convince the Raiders to part ways with their star. Adams has been a consistent performer, and losing him could leave a massive hole in the offense, one that might not be easily filled by any player currently on the roster. This puts the Raiders in a tough position. Do they make a trade that could benefit the team in the long term, or do they hold on to a player who is arguably one of the best receivers in the game? Raider Nation, your opinion is vital. What would you do if you were in charge? The Jets, on the other hand, find themselves in a different but equally challenging situation. Their offensive struggles have been well documented this season, ranking near the bottom of the league in terms of points and yards per game. Despite high hopes going into the season with Aaron Rodgers leading the charge, the team has yet to find its identity on offense. Many believe that Adams could be the key to unlocking the Jets' potential. His ability to stretch the field, create separation, and make clutch plays is exactly what New York needs to turn their fortunes around. But adding a player like Adams comes at a cost, not just in terms of trade capital, but also in terms of managing a roster full of egos and expectations. Would Adams be the missing piece that brings the Jets back to playoff contention? Or could his addition create more challenges than solutions? It's a question the Jets front office must consider carefully, especially as the trade deadline looms. In the end, the future of Davante Adams remains uncertain, but one thing is clear. Both the Raiders and Jets stand at a critical juncture. A trade could reshape the destiny of both franchises, and the outcome will be felt for years to come. Raider Nation, we need your voice in this conversation. Would you support trading Adams for valuable draft picks? Or do you believe he is too essential to let go? If you enjoyed this deep dive into Raiders news and want to stay updated on every twist and turn of this story, make sure to leave a like, comment your thoughts below, and subscribe to the channel. The next chapter in the Davante Adams saga is unfolding, and you won't want to miss it. Stay tuned for more breaking Raiders news.